All right, here we are again. I'm looking at setting up the graph task. Now, here's the background. In the previous video, 4-hour marathon, I set up the ethical codes base, and so I have all the ethical codes. Is this the module? Yeah, so I should be able to reload this module and we'll see the page. So all codes of ethics. So here's the list of all the codes of ethics. Now what I want is to create an assignment whereby someone takes a code of ethics and maps it against the issues that we looked at in the previous module. Now here, remember, are all the ethical issues. There's probably too many, but we'll work with that to start and try to keep it simple. Now, the way I do this is the way I've set these up before is using Matthias Melcher's graphing tool. And I don't know, here's an example of it here where we mapped plagiarism with content manipulation. Now the way this works is we open up a file. It opens up an XML file, which doesn't seem to be here for some reason. Let's reload this. Yep, okay. Yeah, so there we go. So ethics21 XML should be the file that we're loading. We might be loading it from a subdirectory here. I'll have to look for that. So let's find that right now. So it'll be somewhere in the website. What was it called? ethics21.xml. Oh, yeah, no, I've just put it somewhere. I don't know where I put it. Ethics21.xml. Is it in data, maybe? Or even just in CGI bin. It might be in CGI bin. No. Data? Nope. We'll wonder where I put it. So we'll have to find that first. So the x28 map.html basically loads this. Actually, the JavaScript that it uses loads this, and then you're able to work with it. So I need to find where I put that. It's not ethics21.xml. I know I've put it somewhere. It's got to be here somewhere. Ethics21.xml, no. Ethics.htm, ethics file, assets, JS. No. That has to be somewhere. Oh, how weird is that? How can I find it? Search. Have I not saved something there? So, okay, search ethics21.xml. No. Nothing. Okay. X28 map. I don't think I'm loading it from Matthias's website, although I could be. But I'm pretty sure I simply downloaded it and put it somewhere. Oh, maybe it's in my tool demo. Yeah, here we go. My tool demo. There it is. Okay, so let's have a look at that. So this is in my tool demo. So it's just the base directory. So let's just come over here. There it is on the other side. So, all right, so we'll take a look at that. So, boy, how silly was that? Oh, I was so close to ethics21.xml. Okay, so here, now, I really want to be working with JSON, but the way Matthias has set up his application, it uses XML. So I'm going to edit his application later on so that it does use JSON. But for now, I'll use this. So what I want to do is I want to be able to create one of these for each of the codes of ethics so that I can create the graphing thing. The graphing thing. So, now it's a bit more difficult than I would like, because if let's take a look here at it. You see, when you click on one of these, we get all of that text, right? And so all of that text is also in the XML document. I'm not going to need any of that sort of stuff. See, modern AI and AI analytics work, see, surveillance. So basically, the detail, it's everything in this detail is this. So I don't really need that so much, but I do need the individual elements. And I can skip the detail for now. So that's one thing I'll do, is skip the detail. Now, so each one of these things corresponds. Okay, so here they are. Okay, so one of his records is a topic. So here's the full topic. Okay, so the topic has an ID, it has an X and Y value, it has a color, and it has a label, which is CData, and then it has detail, which is the contents. So let's first create one for the specific individual ethics in question. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a view for codes. So I'm going to make list view. I'm going to make a new view. So a new view. And I'm going to call it code. Oops. Code issue graph. I know it's a little awkward, but so, and now what I'll do is I'll take some of that text. So basically the topic and everything up to the detail here. And I'll put that into the view. Gotta find it again. Okay. And then, so that's the CData. So I can actually just put in the code description here. And the label here will be code label, or sorry, code title. So these might be a bit big. These titles might be a bit big, but okay. So now close that CData. See now, how did that work? Let's come back to this. So we go down to the end of this. So there's the closing of the CData, close the detail, close the topic. All right. So we'll do that. Okay. All right. So that's part of it now. But I also want, so we'll call that topic ID 1. It'll always be ID 1. We also want all of the issues. So that's going to be a keyword command. All right, database equals issue, format equals, what do we call it? Let's call it code graph. No, we'll just call it M graph for Matthias graph. Format equals M graph, all. That should be enough. Okay. So, good. Oh, the ID, might as well make. Oh, let me see now. We'll have to think about that. ID, let's make this ID 100. And the reason for that will be clear in a sec. Now, I want to make a view which is issue format equals mgraph. So make view, new view, issue mgraph. Issue mgraph. And now for this will be for each issue. So it'll be a topic, the label code. No, this will be the issue title. This will be the issue description. And see the X and the Y now, there's an issue there because they're all going to pile up on each other. And we'll change the color. But we're not going to worry about that just yet. I'm going to need to come up with something clever. A little bit of clever coding here to create my X's and Y's. But, oh, and for ID, I'll just use issue ID. There's less than 100 of them. That means that my code ID and my issue ID will be different. I'm not sure if IDs have to be numbers, but I think so. If not, I'll change that up. But, okay. So, there we go. Now, we go back to, so now, yeah, now we can go, let's take a look here. So we have a code of ethics, code 1, say. So code 1, and that actually expands into this command, but now I'll make the format equal issue graph and see what we have here. View page source, here's our ethics, and here's our, this is all of our issues. So really all I need to do now is get this into a surround where I can put the put them into the graph format. And by that, what I mean by surround, what I mean is, we'll take a look here, something like this, right? I need a page that looks like this, but with this particular diagram. So I can actually do that. I already have such a page. All I need to do is inherit or use an ethics21.xml file, but that could be the file that I've just created. So can I put a full HTTP there? I think I can. So let's try to find that. Here we go. And let's see if I can't put that into the condenser. We'll see. Error loading URL. Okay, we're not sure why. Oh, I've got view source, that's why. That won't work. All right, let's try that. And nothing. Let's try reloading this. Really reload this, and we still have that. Why? Let's try loading that in a new window. Brand new window, brand new blank window. Okay, so it's not loading it, and I don't know why. So it might mean, well, don't know why. It should. Load. It's probably trying to load it directly. Let's see now. Source, unload main. Yeah, I'm not figuring out why it won't load this page. Could be any number of reasons. But I know this page works, right? Control C. Control V, yeah. Yeah, that page works. Oh, let's just try saving this page and we'll just see if this works if we load it directly. So file, page save page as. We'll call it code1.xml. So, and we'll save that now in the appropriate directory here, OneDrive. I really shouldn't use OneDrive for this stuff. It's just, I don't trust Microsoft enough. Ethics, my tool demo, and code1.xml. Alright, so let's upload code1.xml into here. And we'll refresh this. Code1.xml. Okay, there it is. And now we'll come back to here. And so now it's just code1.xml. Okay. Alright, so doesn't seem to be loading anything in. I wonder why. Well, maybe I don't have the right header or footer to my file. That could be. Let's check the top of this file. See, again, you can't find the... Yeah, okay, we need to have this. Okay, yeah, X28 map. Alright, so let's copy that. We'll put that into my page. We'll just put it into the thing that I'm using to generate the page. Still looking for it. It's a module view, right? So, or a code view, list view, code, issue graph. So, okay, at the top is the XML, and I'm probably going to need to close these off as well. So let's look at the bottom. So, all the way to the bottom, and so there's a bunch of associations in there. Oh, it's going to be long. All right, all the way to the end. Right, and I have to close this here. So these are all the associations now. I don't need these because I'm going to start off with none. That's what will make this fun. So let's make this X 10 and 10. So I know it'll be different from all the rest of them. All right. So, okay, let's reload this now. Is this it? Yeah, reload this. Okay, there's the XML, there's the XML map, topic ID, etc. So, okay, let's open it up. Okay, file save page as, and we'll save it again, just like we did before. My tool demo, and all files. We're going to save it as ethics20 or as code1.xml. We'll overwrite what we had before. We'll overwrite on the web server, and we'll test code1.xml. Yes. There we go. All right. So here's our CPA Institute. Here's our code, and now here's all of our issues, right? All stacked up because the X and the Y are the same for every one of them. So I don't want that, obviously. Now the X's can be the same for all of them. I just want the Y's to be different. So, and what I want basically is a way to increment, in other words, a way to put a counter in to increment each one of these. So here we go. We'll come back to that view, the format issue graph. So where is it? That's not it. That's it. Okay, so see in this keyword, the format M graph, I want to run a counter. So what I think I'll do is this. I think this is pretty clever. I'm just going to put I'm going to create a counter command in the Grasshopper code. So let's think about how I want this to look. So the DB is issue, format is mgraph, so I'm going to want to edit that view. So title, issue, and here we go, issue mgraph. So I'm going to want this to be a counter. The X or the Y? The Y. I want the Y to be a counter. And I'm going to increment it by 5. So how will I do that? Counter. Increment equals 5. And you can imagine I could do this, with any of these things. So counter increment equals 5. No problem. And so I could have like a start for this. Start equals whatever. But all right. So I'm going to have that command. So now I need to make the counter. So I'm going to go into make here. I'm first going to make sure I don't have anything like this. I do have something like this. Okay, so here we go. Counter. This is a keyword counter. Good enough. Okay, now, I'm using increment. All right. So let's come back here to the file. So increment, INCRE. MENT, increment equals 5. So I might not have to write code after all. All right. Counter. Well, let's see if that just works. It might just work. It looks like I've already invented this, so let's reload this. Let's look at the source. Okay, it's incrementing it by 1 and not the increment value. So I don't know why that's the case. If $1 equals increment, maybe because of the space there. Oh, I see how I've done that. Okay, so I don't even use the word increment. I just go like this, counter 5. Control S, or I don't Control S that anymore. Okay, now I'll reload this and I'll look at the source, and it still increments by 1. Oh well, we'll use that for now. So let's save that file, save as, save page as, all files. Code 1 XML, save. Okay, let's upload this, code 1 XML. Okay, And now let's run my little condenser thingy. Reload it. Reload it. It really needed to increment by more than just one. Because it's only incrementing it by 1 pixel. Okay, so why is it only incrementing by 1? Counter, $1. Oh, I see. Okay, increment. What am I doing here? Counter. If that equals increment, otherwise we parse this. If script start, that's where it starts. All right. Else if script equals increment, script keyword counter, right, and then else, it just goes up. There we go. So script equals increment, else if, what's wrong here? That should be showing up as a command, but it's not. Something wrong. Oh, no E in else if in Perl. All right, so let's change that. Control S. Let's upload the new, slightly revised version of Make. So CGI bin, editor, Make. All right, and now we need to change this ever so slightly as well. And we'll increment. Where'd it go? Here we go. Oh, that's not it. Counter increment equals 5. Let's make that 10 because it's only pixels. All right. Now let's run this. Now let's look at the page source to see how it's going. It's doubling now instead of okay, I'll just come along here. Parse key string. So keyword counter plus plus. Script increment. Auto text replace. Let's see if I can't capture what this value is. Okay, parse key string. Let's put this up here. Let's give it a value here. Let's put it here. Yeah, okay. That'll give me a little view of what this thing thinks the increment value is. Oops. Undo close tab. Oops. Reopen close tab. Reopen close tab. Reload. I don't want to view the source. I just want to reload the thing, and then I'll view the source. Page source. So yeah, so it thinks there is no increment. That's why we're getting such a small amount. Well, that shouldn't be. List code or list view. Accidentally deleted my view or closed my view. Title equals issue. Submit. Issue graph. Again, just some stupid thing here, right? Code issue graph. All right, issue m graph. Oh, hey, that's kind of neat. So counter increment equals 10. Do I need a semicolon behind it? Wouldn't think so. Okay, let's try reloading this again. Let's try viewing the source again. Nope, still nothing. All right. And that's the other one. Let's go back to the code. Script equals here. Script increment. Script increment. So we don't want an else if. Oh, yeah, that's right. All right. No else there. You have to script increment. We want to increment it by 1. So there might be a script start somewhere, but I don't think so. Parse key string. And we're still not seeing that, are we? Oh, this is better. It's like counter. Yeah, that's better. Okay. All right. Okay, let's save that and see what that gives me. 434. I'm running out of time. Oh, it's so close here. All right, let's reload. I don't know if I uploaded that properly, so let's try that again. I did. Okay. view page source. So for increment, see, I have no increment value, but I should be getting an increment value. So parse key string script into 1. Oh. So that should work. That always works. Parse key string. That's one of my standard go-tos, right? And then I should have all these script values after that. So let's, while my SX, SY equals each, script equals x equals xy. Okay, put a bracket out here to make that all work. I'll hide this. Dot equals. Alright, this will give me a whole pile of content, which I'll have to parse when it comes out the other end, but that's okay. Parse just visually, I don't mean running it through a script, because that would be crazy. Okay, reload. Okay, let's view the source. It's like I'm not even getting any script values at all, but I should be. Counter, daughter, auto text. Don't want any of that. Okay. Script increment. This should be a hit. I should be hitting on this. Oh, but I'm not finding anything in here. Oh, well, look at this. Oh no, I did that deliberately. Oh, jeez. Dollars. All right. Let's try that. You can tell I'm sort of getting frustrated. I've been coding a lot through the day, and it gets harder and harder as I go along. Okay. Increment equals 10. All equals off. Increment equals 10. All equals off. Very good. That's what it should be. So, okay. Now all of that's good news. It means my data is getting into the system. Now I just need to make it do what I want it to do. Alright, reload. Take a look, view page source. Incro, still not. Increment equals 10, but incro is equal to nothing. Why? Why? Increment. Increment equals 10. So SX script increment equals 10. All right, we'll do it this way. If SX equals increment dollars INCR equals 10. There. Close that. Close that. Don't need to add that because I'm putting it down here. INCR. Right? Yeah. Control S. Reload. View page source. Still nothing. Oh, that's really, really crazy weird. So strange. Let's try this. Okay, try that. Site keyword counter. And we're just going to remove all of that. All of that. All of that. Oh wait, I need to. Okay, if that equals start, then site keyword counter equals Joe. Site keyword counter site keyword counter equals 1, then site keyword counter equals the start value. All right, I can remove all of this now. Not even using that anymore. Not using it here anymore. Control S. Now let's see. That was pretty brutal, but that might actually work. It's much simpler than it was. Reload. View page source. And it's still doing the same old thing. Why? Why is it only incrementing by 1? Am I not uploading the right thing? Make.pl. Make.pl. I don't have another make counter out there anywhere. No, this is what's running. Could be being interfered with by some other counter somewhere. It's only incrementing by 1. Maybe if I gave it its own specific name. Do I know what my keyword is called here? Input. I don't think I do. Let's just kill that. Maybe that's the problem. No, it's not the problem. How strange. Am I using this anywhere else? Yeah, here. And make keywords. Okay, so what I want is a specific name for my counter. Alright, so that's what I'll do. And that way it won't be confused with any other counter. If x equals name counter name equals sy counter. Okay, counter name. All right. And so we're always going to be using counter name now from now on. Right. Okay. Now, I'm sure I don't need this anymore, so I'll do it like this. If script name counter name equals name, sy counter, else counter name equals counter. So that'll probably work anyways, but really should use a name. Okay. Now if script start, I don't need this anymore. Don't need this anymore. Okay, so if script start, okay, script counter name equals 1, otherwise it equals script start, but only if it equals 1. And then finally, if script increment site counter name plus equals script increment. Else, it is a counter after all. Site counter name plus plus. Okay, nice, simple, straightforward, unique names. Let's try that. Error. Missing right bracket somewhere. Yeah. Oh, I got 2 of these. There we go. We're getting there. Good thing I've given myself an extra hour on these things. Reload. All right. View page source. 2, 5, 6. Still is only incrementing by 1. Why? Look at all those tests I've run. All right, reload again. page source. What I'm testing here is, am I even getting it in here? Yeah, and it's again still not finding script increment, although I know it's there. Let's cheat. Okay. Okay, this is cheating. 20, 30, 40, 50, etc. Let's save this. Save page as code 1 XML. Save. Already exists. All right. Alrighty then. Now we'll upload this the way we did before. That's really weird that it's just not showing up. Script increment. Maybe I should try a different script thing name. Very, very strange. Okay, my tool demo, code 1. There we go. And now this should work nicely. And other. Oh, and they're all the same? Well, What does code 1 XML look like? Oh, Frank 10, Frank 20. Okay, I forgot. I left the Frank in there. Alright, that'll fix it. Okay, gotta go back. Editor. Jump in. Went too far up. Editor, make. Okay. And we'll run this again. Load. Sure, it looks beautiful now. View page source. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, etc. X equals 737. It's pretty far, but yeah, be fine. Okay, save page as code 1 XML. Alright, now we'll upload this. Up, down, up, down, run it across. Again, sorts of things that could be automated. Alright. Let's go back, reload. There we go. That's better, but 10 isn't enough. It needs to be bigger. 20 would probably do it. And it should be closer. Right, so 500 maybe. So let's go back. First of all, we'll go into here. We'll change that to plus equals 20. Still don't know why that doesn't work. Script increment. Control S. All right. So up again, down, down, up again, down, down, make. And let's also change this to about 500. That'll be a bit better. Alright, we'll reload this page, reload. Check the source. All right. Why? The Y's are all the same. Why? Site counter name. Oh, I changed it somewhere. Oh, I see what I did. I changed this one over. I don't want to change this one over. This is... Oh no, these are the issues. Oh, issue mgraph. Am I... For goodness sakes, am I editing the same thing in two different windows? I am. Alright, so let's... close. Alright. Issue mgraph. X equals 500, counter increment equals 10. Well, that's code. Okay, and code issue graph. That should be 10 and 10. Okay. So let's make that 50. Issue mgraph. Okay, y equals counter increment equals 10. Even though that's not coming through. Alright. Reload. View page source. Here we go. It's going up by 20s now. The much better 500. That's 10 and 50. Okay. So we'll save this page again. Save page as code 1. Save. Upload. Make upload. And don't need that. Look at the condenser again. Reload. Okay. Okay. And nothing. Why? Why? How weird is that? Why didn't that change at all? Because I didn't reload my thingy. That's why. Up and down. Up. Up and down. Code 1. There we go. Now when I reload it will be different. Hitting that. There we go. Ooh. So there's oh, I see. It puts the text underneath. I'd rather have the text beside, but okay, I can see why. And there's all of our descriptions. Okay, let's check now. Remember, I should be able to actually get this whole thing. So let's try loading this page like this. Huh. Well, that's kind of weird. So it comes out a bit differently when I do it like that. I wonder why. Topic ID equals 1, X equals. X28 map. Oh, wow. View page source. So it parses the web pages very differently. Huh. Well, that's kind of odd. How do I fix that? Because it's exactly the same content. Oh, Matthias, what have you done to me here? Why does it work differently? And those things are all still there as well. Maybe there's more content being added after. I'm trying a totally blank one. Yeah, it's almost as if extra content is being added after. Or maybe one of these, audio-visual impersonation. Seems to be the last of the issues. And then this starts from scratch again. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. That shouldn't be. View page source. C data. Maybe it's just in the way I'm coding it. Let's come back in here. You see I've got this extra C data. There. I'll give it the space anyways. That shouldn't matter. Issue description. Alright, let's try that. Maybe that'll come out a bit different. Puzzle. This still works though, right? No, yeah, this still works. And export. You added, yeah. That still works. Add to the graph. So, I don't know where all those other ones are coming from. It's even a different color. And it's in every case, it's a close thingy. Let's just not put the description in. Let's see if that changes things. So we'll come back here. We'll just not put the description in the issue description. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. Let's see now what that does. See, now that'll look different here. Ooh, does it ever? Okay, it looks like it just automatically. View page source? Oh, this is the source. Oh. All right. Oh, that's the code. And then we have that little sort of, okay, so we'll come back here. Let's remove the description from the code as well. Code description, right, okay. So once again, same sort of issue here. All right, keyword DB issue, formatting graph, yep. X28 map. All right, let's reload. Now we get nothing. Each of these topics. All right, let's try and see what this looks like then. Okay, it hasn't reloaded the new version. Let's try code equals 2. Okay. So it should not be loading. That's force equals yes. Yeah. No, nothing. Having lots of fun here, aren't we? World's most boring videos again. Alright, why? Code title, C data, description. Okay, that's code issue graph. Code issue rem graph. I'll just write description in here. Okay. Reload. Right, so I don't see anything, but in here I have the source. X28 map, close X28 map. So y equals 20, y equals 40. Color equals 80/80 throughout. Condenser. Now it's not even reloading. All right, let's try that. There we go. Maybe it's just taking time to load. Because it shouldn't even be showing all of this stuff. Well, that shouldn't be the case, right? Okay. Editor. That's really strange. And it's still recording that even. It's like it has something on the brain and won't let it go. Oh my goodness. It's 5:15 and it just won't cooperate. And yet it works fine if I just take this page and save it. Like let's take this page, save the page, and we'll save it again as code. We'll call this one code 14 just to keep it separate, and I'll upload it. Right, and now see if I just go code 14.xml. See, it's beautiful. Well, it's not beautiful, but it's better. And everything's the way it should be. But if I give it the full thing, well, maybe I'm doing the stupid view source on this again. Code 14. No, that's not the problem. See, it comes up with some other sort of stuff. Well, not as many of them anyways. That's better. It's sort of like it interprets the file differently. All of these are still okay, but it's like it interprets it differently. I don't know why. Topic ID equals 100. That's the first one, and then topic ID equals 1. That's the second one. And then the little C. These are being limited at 15. Or they're being limited at something. Huh. Yeah. There's some kind of printout. And the spacing is a lot better. But there's no way to get at these, whatever they are. Well, okay, I'm going to make another change here. I'll make these 40 apart, Control S, and I'll upload that. So, too many weird things here. Editor. So I need to take a break, obviously. So I'm going to just put this into the make here. And I'm going to just, okay, now I need to make the file again. So we'll reload this page Page source. I wonder if it's because of some sort of don't know. Detail topic. I wonder, let's see if that makes the page display a bit easier to read. Reload. The page source. Yeah, it's easier to read. So I don't know why this would be different, but all right. So anyhow, we'll save this file save, page as. Is this really the one I want? Let's go 16, see what that is. View page source. International Federation Library. Oh, that's kind of long. Let's try. Hate when it highlights the whole thing like that. 17, 7 Principles of Public Life. No, let's try 18. Oh, come on. See, again, it just highlights the whole thing, and I never want the whole thing highlighted. Nuremberg Code. No, that's not really appropriate for this. Code of Ethics for Registered Nurses. Very good. Let's use that. Okay. So save page as code 25. And I'll upload this. Thought I saved it as 25. Save page as code. Must have typed 24 by accident. Save. Okay. Load into here. Alright. And then we'll run the condenser demo. Code 25.xml. Nice. Okay. Let's create a task. Make new task. All right, that's my task. So basically, I've given them a graphing task. I'm going to associate this with the ethical codes module. So basically, what I'm asking them to do is to open the graph, or to consider the code, then open the graphing tool and draw the graph. And well, that's it. Well, and then consider writing a blog post about it. So preview, publish. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. All right. Does this link work? Okay, we'll have to check. Open link in new tab. Yeah. Okay, and the other link works, I'm pretty sure. Open link in new tab. Yep. Okay. So the thing I have to do still is to add the extra content, at least to this particular one. I'm going to also create a link to mapping to the page that has the maps. I don't know why it doesn't just load properly from the URL. That's really annoying, and I can't figure it out. Oh well. So that's the task. So I might as well finish this off here. So we'll go to the pages and check and see if all my work for today shows up in the newsletter. So course newsletter, and it should, because this part works pretty well. Unlike the other part. Okay, course newsletter, open link in new tab. Should have, there's the task, there's the link. Oh, a new link, cool. Mandatory labeling of artificial agents, yeah. All codes of ethics, good. Got extra space underneath that task, but oh well. Good. Now let's get the RSS page going. Course newsletter RSS. So page, publish. And so now I'm going to go back now to that ethical code. And so list code. And I'm going to go to the nurses one. It's 25 down, so it'll be fair ways down here. Here we go, Canadian Nurses Association. Still jumps big like that. Just don't understand that at all. So it's under healthcare ethics. So add organization. I'm going to add the Canadian Nurses Association. And for the code content, now I'm going to go back to this document and go to the full content. So Canadian Nurses Association. Right, so here's the link. So I want to put that in. So let's go back here, edit, code link. Okay. And now the content, I'm just going to take straight from here. All right, Control C. We'll come back in here, put this in here. All right, so now when I look at that Code of Ethics for Registered Nurses, here it is, Canadian Nurses Association. Organization 1, now I'll have to fix that link. And yeah, I want, okay, I should probably give these things some titles. So let's go to my view for codes. My view, that's nothing anymore. That's okay, so PLE.html. So my view for codes, list view. code HTML. Code HTML. So description, I'll just call that summary or something like that. Okay. Oh yeah, the organization. Okay, so H2 summary and code description, code link. Let's put that up with the organization. Where did I put? Oh, there we go. Code link, and then code description, and then what do I want to call it? Content. We just call it content. Keyload equals file, download. Right. I don't have the file uploaded yet, but I will, so I'll put that here. And then, of course, footer. All right. So let's go here now. Let's reload this and see what it looks like now. Summary. Very good. Okay. There's a link. There's the link. Now, I wonder if that link is actually in my list of links, whether it picked that up automatically. List link. And no, it did not. Okay. So that's worth noting that it did not pick that up. So I'm going to want to do that to set it up so that we create the link to associate these with the proper link. All right. Now let's go back to the code. We do have the link. It's not linkable. Open link in new tab. Let's see what we get. And the page is not found. Oh, I hate that. How annoying is that? Still not found. Wow. Huh. Search. Code of ethics. Maybe they moved it. Ethics. Access the code. 2008. 2007. Download the code. There we go. All right, so this link here, I'll make this the link. So good thing I'm checking this, eh? So editor, so edit, link. All right. And now the file. So I'll download this file here. And then I'll upload it into my system. So upload, browse. So that's going to be in my downloads. No, it isn't. Ah, for goodness sakes. Date modified. No. So where did it go? Open containing folder, and it is in new folder. Okay. Yeah, gotta love Windows 10. Browse. E, new folder, and try to view this, where is it? Different views. Right, there we go. One more. Date. That's probably it. 27, edition, secure, interactive. There we go. Okay, that should upload now. There it is. So now when we look at this, download, and I'll just change this ever so slightly as well. That's not it. Yeah, code HTML. So instead of just code link, I'll put a href equals code link, target equals new web page. Put the little dongles around it. And put that before. There. That should look nice. Download. And it was not found. Why was it not found? Because it only shows the wrong thing. Okay, so we'll go back here to this prefix, postfix, key table equals file, db equals code. I need a downloadable format. So make list file. I need a view here of a file which gives me the file URL basically. Make, oops, darn, list view, filter view, title, file, and let's see what we got here. File. File list, maybe. File ID, file title. No. File right, file top, file URL. Just the URL. Well, that'll do. Okay. So we'll come back now to the. That's all I need. So format equals URL. So let's come back to my filter view. I want my view of a code. Oh, dang, you can't hit enter there. Make list view, filter view, title, code. Code HTML. Okay. ID equals code ID. Table equals file. Huh. see what that does. Yeah, that's better. Only now, what I'll do is, I'll do it like this. Ahref equals, and then the URL. And I won't even bother with prefix or a postfix. I won't need those. Download. Like that. Put nice little brackets around them, as I like to do with these little text-based links. And this will look nice now. And when you click on download, look at that. Okay. So I need a view for my Canadian Nurses Association. So here I'm not getting this URL. That's an htaccess issue again. So we'll go back up to the top directory. We'll open up htaccess again in VS Code. We'll put organization into here. Organization. Okay, we'll save that. We'll upload that. And now that link should actually work now. So let's click on it and see what we get. Still nothing. Isn't that interesting? Make list organization. Canadian Nurses Association. So that's fine. There's no details or anything. No requirement to publish. Why don't I get a not? Why do I get a not found? Let's try reloading again. No. Have I done this incorrectly? Organization. Oh, maybe it's the third one. Didn't do enough of them. Organization. There we go. Just keep things kind of cool here. Issue, link, module. Okay, Control S. That should do it. All right, let's try now. Right, so not much to that. But that's all stuff that I need to do, and I'll try to automate that as much as I can. Although, look how automation has worked for me today. But that's it for me for today. So 6 hours solid of coding with mixed results at best. I don't know why this doesn't work. It's very strange. I don't know what it's seeing. So I'll have to go in and try to figure out how it's seeing that web page. You know, page 25. See, it's not even reloading fully here, and that might be part of the problem too. Maybe it's taking a while to load. I'm not sure. Just not sure. Because this 25, this should be the nurses, and we're not on the nurses. It's just not loading. But this page works fine. There it is. Well, you have to view the source to see it, but there it is. So, why doesn't this work? Don't know. Just don't know. So, yeah. And yet, not here. Could be a CORS thing as well, but it shouldn't be. They're all coming from the same place. So, I don't know. This is always why I always hated XML as well. So anyhow, I'm going to call that a wrap for now. Lots of extra stuff to do if I want to finish that database, so I'll probably look at that a bit later. I'll probably try to generate and upload the rest of these things so that I can at least put into the module descriptions, the link to the thing, the link to the put into this module page a link to graph against the issues. It'd be kind of neat to just put a little sort of inset in here, right? Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. Let me think about that. Because then I just put this little inset. You could graph it yourself and submit it. You wouldn't even have to leave the page. All right, that's it for now. I'm going to end it for here. Long, busy day, kind of frustrating, but you know how it goes. New day tomorrow. Thanks a lot for not watching this video. Bye, everyone.